Very, very helpful. That's very helpful. Okay, we're back. El Rushbo, we return now to Amanda in Orlando, Florida. What you said is fascinating to me. No. Please, we're talking. I'm not being critical. I don't. I'm as open to suggestions, interpretations last night as anybody.
Sure.
We're in uncharted ground here, as far as I'm concerned. This convention's unlike any other to me. Going into it, now after one day of it, this is new territory for me.
Right.
Can't explain why. I don't know. I haven't gotten deep enough into myself to get in touch. But it just does. It feels different. Now, you said that what you liked last night about not being specific about Obama or Christie not dropping the hammer as he's known to be able to do.
Correct.
Is that as a result of that, Democrats don't have anything to aim at their convention next week? Well,
of course not. Let me rephrase. Not that they don't have anything, because they'll do what they do best, which is...
Well, but my point about that is that you're making that assessment within the realm of what you and I consider to be the truth. They don't live there. Listen to this. This is from a New York Times editorial today. The genius of Mrs. Romney's diva performance was the way she smiled so warmly as she delicately slipped the knife into President Obama. Now, you saw Ann Romney. She didn't have a knife last night. She didn't stick a knife into anybody. She didn't twist a knife into anybody. She might, I'll tell you what I think she did do. I think she stared Barack Obama right in the eyes and said, "You're toast, buddy." I think that's what she did, and I think they're scared to death. But that doesn't mean that when they get to their convention next week, they're not going to just tell the same old lies about Romney and Mrs. Romney and Christie. In other words, I have learned, Amanda, there is nothing we can do to stop them from characterizing us the way they do or saying what they're going to say. It doesn't. We can't. And so it's pointless to be defensive about it to me.
I agree with you, but I also think what they did, I think what Ann Romney did very fantastically last night was she's almost as rich as God, yet you really felt like you could identify with her and you connected with her. I felt like I could sit down and have a cup of coffee with her or a tuna fish sandwich, and she would be like, my Mrs. Smith neighbor next door. And I don't think the Democrats were counting on that.
What do you think about?
They try to paint them as out of touch, and you can't connect with them. And how could she possibly connect or reverberate within the single mom community? And I thought, I thought in that sense she knocked it out of the park last night.
I thought she did too. I agree with all that. Now, what about Juan Williams' reaction? She just came off as a corporate wife. You hear about that?
Consider the source?
Well, yeah, I think he is trying to get hired by PBS again. NPR, whatever. But do you know what that means? For Juan Williams to, she came as a corporate wife. You know what that means? That means kept woman. It means a woman who doesn't do diddly squat. She's a trophy wife, and her husband's off being corporate CEO, taking care of her. She's going to Tiffany. She's doing all this other stuff during the day. She got a cushy life. That's what Juan Williams said. Now, there's no basis.
He's going to be sitting next to Keith Olbermann very soon.
Well, no, that's not my point. My point, I'm strictly addressing it. You said they didn't get any ammo, and I'm telling you they don't need it. They make it up.
Well, I think, yes, they will get ammo.
So I'm saying, could we fire both barrels? That's all I'm saying. We don't gain anything pussyfooting around.
I think what the GOP did last night was made it a little bit harder for them to make it so easy to use that ammo. I think there are going to be a few more people scratching their heads when they try to bring that ammo out that will say, you know what, I'm not so sure that that's really right. I'm not so sure that I buy that. But that's just.
Well, I don't think they're universally believed. No, I don't think they're universally believed. Don't listen. I don't think they always get away with it.
Right.
Don't misunderstand. We got tons of ammo ourselves. We
do.
And we have
all the way till November to start using
And
it.
the added benefit of our ammo is that it is the truth.
Yes.
But see, nobody's going to question them if we don't. The DNC not going to. The media's not going to question them. Nobody's going to hold them accountable to anything they say. If we don't, who will?
Well, I'm hopeful that the more time we have between now and November, the more we will start doing that. And I'm hopeful that
here's another thing. Just to offer you some comforting resolve. I think that this convention is taking place in a bubble. I think when it's over, I think you're going to see Romney soup. Don't forget now the convention's here, Romney now can start spending the money that he has raised. And I think you're going to see all kinds of fur flying in the Romney Super PAC ads, in the Romney ads. Romney's already running a lot of effective reply ads, if you will, or even attack ads against Obama. And I think they're working. And I think you're going to see more of that. The convention itself probably is a little bit of a bubble in that regard. But don't forget now, Amanda, in 2008, we weren't allowed to say Obama's middle name. We couldn't say Barack Hussein Obama. This time, we're not supposed to say his first name or his last name either. Is one way of interpreting this. And this is considered to be a positive. This is helpful. Our consultants are telling us that, yep, this is the way to go about this. And they're the professionals. They're the ones who earn their living doing this. So who am I, El Rushbo, to question it? Anyway, Amanda, I appreciate the call. I really do. Let's grab soundbite number 12. 12, 13, yeah. Let's do 3 Mia Loves, because we did get, last night, long before what is considered prime time. This was only on Fox. We now know MSNBC didn't carry it. NBC didn't carry it. CBS, ABC didn't carry it. CNN was split screening with the hurricane. They did, but this did not get wide play. Mia Love is African American. She is from Utah. She's a congressional candidate. She is running against an entrenched Democrat out there who's apparently pretty popular. She's the mayor of Saratoga Springs, Utah. And she addressed the convention. She started off introducing herself and talking about American exceptionalism.
My parents immigrated to this country with $10 in their pockets and a hope that the America they heard about really did exist. When tough times came, they didn't look to Washington. They looked within. The America I know is grounded in the determination found in patriots and pioneers, in small businesses with big ideas. It's found in the farmers who work in the beauty of our landscapes and our heroic military. It's found in the Olympic athletes and every child who looks at the seemingly impossible and says, I can do that. That's the America I know.
We edited the applause, but it went on and on and on. African American, and the New York Times and the LA Times, well, they just put these brown people up to make the party look like it's diverse. And they put brown delegates in the front, as Chuck Todd said. They put the brown delegates in the front row to make it look like they're diverse. They're all racists. They're all racist thugs. They all are. They're the ones who are the bigots. What in the world is there to disagree with what she just said? This woman loves her country. And for that, because she's black, she got tarred and feathered all over the internet. Her Wikipedia entry was forged. Yeah. It's outrageous, and all chalk this up to is they've got to be scared to death. They have to be scared. They're worried about the Mia Loves. They're worried about Clarence Thomas. They're worried about Archer Davis. They're worried about this, these defectors. Here's more. This is where Mia Love's speech really took off. She went after America's problem, Barack Obama.
President Obama's version of America is a divided one, often pitting us against each other based on income level, gender, and social status. His policies have failed us. We're not better off than we were 4 years ago, and no rhetoric, bumper sticker, or Hollywood campaign ad can change that.
Right on. Right on.
Mr. President, I'm here to tell you the American people are awake, and we're not buying what you're selling in 2012.
Let's hear it for Mia Love. Saratoga Springs, Utah mayor running for Congress, African-American, loves her country and thinks the biggest problem it faces is Barack Obama. She was on around 6 o'clock, I think, 6 or 7, long before the primetime stuff hit. And here is the last bite that we have. This really, really gets to the lips. She references Dr. King and Rosa Parks.
The American dream isn't just my story. It isn't just your story. It's our story. It's a story of human struggle, standing up and striving for more. Our story has been told for over 200 years with small steps and giant leaps. From a woman on a bus to a man with a dream. From the bravery of the greatest generation to the innovators and entrepreneurs of today, this is our story. This is our America. This is the America we know because we built it.
Right on, right on. Now you understand. You understand why MSNBC wouldn't want their viewers to see Mia Love. You understand why NBC wouldn't want their viewers to see Mia Love, or CBS, or ABC, or the New York Times, or the Washington Post. We got to take a brief time out, my friends. We'll come back. Maybe the best speech of the night was Archer Davis. Don't go away.